Hi, I'm Abby, and I play Bloom.
Hi, I'm Precious, and I play Aisha.
I'm Eliot Salt, and I play Terra.
I'm Hannah van der Westhuizen, and I play Stella.
And we're chatting to Cosmo UK.
That isn't always the best option. In combat?
Well, I grew up with the Vampire Diaries, so I feel like that was very much of the same ilk. I always remember watching those shows and being like, and like things like Gossip Girl and loads of coming of age stories and being like, this is bringing me so much joy and respite from quite a tricky teenagehood that I genuinely remember thinking, I really hope I get to be in a show like this one day. So
that's so lovely.
Yeah, I feel very grateful, and I really put my back into watching a lot of those shows when I was growing up. So
doing the work.
Yeah. Did you?
No.
I mean, I've always watched fantasy. I love fantasy shows, and I love YA shows. Like Vampire Diaries was my life at one point. So yeah, I think I've always kind of been prepared because
I was waiting for this moment.
My teen years were spent watching a lot of like Agatha Christie's,
that's true,
and old films and spooks. I absolutely lived for spooks. So all of the espionage that I get up to as Terra is very much inspired by that.
Stunning.
But no, I didn't watch cool teen dramas.
No, I mean, I think you've got Nerd's Revenge.
Yeah, we both do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Stop channeling. I don't think your magic works.
I mean, sometimes you get given things, like we have these structures on our backs built, and they had like LED lights in them.
It would light up.
They just light up so you can see.
Yeah.
Or like you'd have it in your palms.
Yeah, that can help.
And then they turn
So
the light on
it turns
in the
on.
scene.
Yeah. But then we also, in season 1, we had a movement coach that kind of taught us and helped us kind of hone in like each of our powers and how we wanted to execute them.
Yeah.
When you're filming the special effects scenes, you don't necessarily have the final product there for you to see.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of imagining, but it's so similar to the imagining that you do as a child. It feels like playing with your mates in the playground.
Yeah,
I
totally.
kind of feel I've been preparing my whole life to do it.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And there's something about it where like, even just conceptually visualizing like, ooh, and now there's going to be a black hole that appears in front of me. I'm like, give myself goosebumps. I know that's probably really stupid to say, but I'm like, how cool that there's just going to be this thing that I'm imagining. It's just, it feels like, I think it's like it must be like a gratitude thing where I'm like, oh my God, I can't actually believe this.
Hannah is brave enough to admit that they are very moved by themselves.
I'm actually really embarrassed by what I've just said. It's knowing how many people come together to create the final project and being like, I'm doing this part, and then there's going to be a million other people who, well, not a million, but a lot of other people who bring it together.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
magical.
And it's very exciting to then get to watch what they've done.
Couldn't risk crossing Rosalind and leaving campus. Not after what she did to Devon.
I think we're all kind of more settled into our characters and not really learning our characters so much. So it was, at least for me personally, fun to kind of build off of.
It was really lovely because we came back with confidence and friends.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Like we were all so close. It felt like we got rid of our imposter syndrome, and everyone was really excited to deliver on something that had been really well received and hugely loved.
And we were so excited because we've got new friends
Yes, new friends.
added in who are absolutely across the board a delight.
Stunning 10
They're
out of
lovely.
10s.
Someone's going to make a supercut of me saying everyone's a delight. They have to.
But they are, it's true.
But it's true, they are, they are.
Can't argue with it.
I had chats with Brian about like where the story, like what Aisha's arc would be for season 2, and I even had chats about like how we wanted her to look for season 2, and it was very collaborative, which was really nice. And we had an amazing costume designer this season, who was really open to letting us kind of have creative freedom in the wardrobe department, which was nice.
Get it off!
Dora, where's the antidote? The antidote for the Eldwin amalgam, where is it?
I didn't know there was one.
Welcoming the new people in was so simple. I don't even feel like we had to do any welcoming.
No.
They just already were part of the family from the second that they arrived.
Yeah.
It was really incredible, actually, how easily people gelled.
Yeah, it really was, and I feel like they've really brought in energies that we didn't know that we needed.
Yeah, you're so
which was really
right.
nice. I think Brandon and Paulina especially are kind of very grounding, but in very different ways.
Yeah, and really big cheerleaders. Like, they really
Yeah.
just got everyone excited in a new, fresh way. It was
Yeah.
great.
Magic. Hold magic. Wait, Devon was begging Rosalind to give him his magic back.
What if Rosalind is summoning these things to steal magic from fairies?
Because we all do get on so well, and there's such an atmosphere of kind of being at school because we're sent away for 6 months to do it. A lot of it does, the atmosphere kind of brings itself.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's easy to get into character the moment that you step on set, because it is a bit like being in a parallel world where your home life is far away anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I struggle with it a little bit because I love everyone so much that doing the like catty cutting aspects of it
Yeah, that's
are
true.
really, really tricky. I'm like, I have to stop looking at people adoring me. That's just not appropriate.
And actually, having seen the series, it's
work.
not hidden.
No, I have deep love in my eyes constantly.
Got him. Protect him while I simulate an attack.
The way that I do it is I just really pay attention to, as I feel like most actors do, the script, and really, you know, diving into who Bloom is and what kind of makes her her, and kind of creating my own little stories outside of the story that is given to me, so that I can really come fully prepared. And I'll do kind of like an outline as well of the script and have like bullet points of like basically a timeline, so that if, you know, because we film out of order on a day that, you know, we're filming the end of the episode and then tomorrow, and then the next scene is like the beginning, I can kind of have an overview of like, okay, this came right before, this is how we're transitioning into this scene. So that was very helpful for me, and that's a big thing that I will always do. I had a kidney stone.
Oh my god, yeah,
Remember
you
that?
did.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was fun.
I wouldn't say call that a
You were in
fun
pain.
experience. Yeah, apparently it's equivalent to childbirth. So
Yeah.
I birthed a kidney stone.
Yeah.
We threw
Oh
out
my
her
gosh,
phone.
Alicia lost her phone and we found it in the bin.
And we heard
we
it.
called the phone and it was in the bin.
It was in a dumpster, like
And
literally, and we had to go like
one
searching.
knows how it got there.
No
No,
one
one
knows.
to this day.
But she literally pulled it out. We have a video of it too. We're like, yay!
Going against Solara is not just something you get into. I mean, even if we thought we wanted to, the Solarian God is brutal.
I started swimming again because, I mean, Aisha swims a lot, which I really enjoyed because I had fallen out of love with swimming because I just stopped swimming for ages. And then I booked this job and then I was like, yeah, why not?
It's a very personal one, both to me and to Brian, who wrote it. So I think the coming together of both of our experiences has, I mean, obviously much more his because he wrote it and I just turn up and say it, but I feel,
so beautifully.
so beautifully, I move myself. I'm not afraid to say it.
Do you give yourself goosebumps?
Yeah, I do every day. But I do think that's what makes a story authentic and hopefully one that people can really see themselves in, is that there is a lot of myself in it and there's a lot of Brian, and I think it makes it a richer world.
I guess athletically, I started training, working out. But I was already kind of working out beforehand. I played sports my whole life, so I love being active and stuff like that. So.
I guess I'd like to explore like Aisha's goals a bit more because she's mentioned like her plans for the future, but I guess I'd love to explore that. I'd also actually quite like to see her family and like meet her her parents. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, I'd like to also meet Bloom's birth parents.
Yeah,
Finally meet her birth
Please.
parents. I think that would be really great, and see her just kind of come to terms
Be
with
happier.
Be happy, like go to therapy. No, I figure out like actually come into her own and fully come into her own and start to use these powers for complete good and like be the best fire fairy there is.
Thanks for watching. watching. Catch season 2 on Netflix.